Hello there. Days after Prime Minister Liz Truss resigned, Britain got its first British Asian Prime Minister in its history. Ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer Sunak is the only one who had the necessary support of at least 100 Conservative Tory MPs, making him the new leader of the party and, for a few minutes now before I'm filming, British Prime Minister. But who is Rishi Sunak? He was born in 1980 in Southampton, southern England, the son of a doctor and pharmacist. His grandparents came from India and immigrated to Great Britain from Kenya and Tanzania, respectively. His family's fortune enabled him to be educated in the British elite system, and he later became very wealthy as a banker. Sunak becomes the first professing Hindu at 10 Downing Street. But what role has he played in politics so far? In 2014, Sunak joined the Conservative Party. 2014, yeah. That was right. A year later, he moved into the British House of Commons for the first time as Member of Parliament. He entered the international political stage in 2020. Then Prime Minister Boris Johnson brought Sunak into his cabinet as Chancellor of the Exchequer or Finance Minister. However, the two quarreled. In July of this year, Sunak resigned from his ministerial post in protest against Johnson. And Sunak was very committed to Brexit right from the start, though. But what role does Sunak play in his party? Sunak presented himself as a candidate who can unite the party. Most recently, two leading politicians from the right-wing fringe of the party, Trade Minister Badenoch and ex-Home Secretary Braverman, had backed him. He benefits from the fact that in the party's internal election campaign for party leadership against Truss in the summer, he warned of precisely the financial chaos that the now former Prime Minister caused with her economic policies during her short term in office. However, experts point out that Sunak does not have the support of the entire party and faction. Many members accuse him of triggering the downfall of popular Johnson by resigning as Chancellor of Exchequer. According to some party colleagues, Sunak had committed treason against Johnson. But what image does he have in the British population? Sunak struggles with being seen by many in the UK as a freakishly rich rascal who doesn't understand the concerns of the not-so-wealthy Brits. During his previous work as a banker, Sunak amassed a handsome fortune, and he is married to Akshata Murthy, daughter of Indian IT tycoon and billionaire Narayani Murthy. According to surveys, voters were particularly upset that Sunak's wife Murthy only recently brought herself to pay taxes on her profits as a shareholder of the Infosys company in Great Britain. Faced with reservations, Sunak has repeatedly emphasized that both his own family's experience and that of his wife were based on a very conservative history of hard work. Well, what some consider as hard work, others might not. I'll see you in my next video. I'll be back.